Hey, how are ya? It's Cheryl with Mama Bear Dancing Tarot. I promised a love reading to one of my friends, and so I'm doing that. Might resonate, especially if you're around the Sagittarius type. Maybe, yeah. The 11th house, huh? And who just popped up here is Virgo energy. So, the 11th house. All right. Astrologically, when you're in your 11th house, let's see if this is really a love reading. Groups, friends, and dreams. Yeah, this love story definitely crushed some dreams. They had a lot of dreams when they started. North Node, destiny growing forwards, future potential and connections. They did. They thought that they had really great connections, but the moon energy, secrets. Secrets occurred when the feminine got super sick, I feel like. Which is very typical for kind of like somebody who's very self-centered. No longer are you giving me your energy, so therefore I'm probably going to just move on. And that's kind of what happened, even though the reason why she got sick was because she was actually having his child. So the King of Pentacles in reverse suggests that you should shift your focus from control to self-discipline. So he was in the King of Pentacles energy. And instead of shifting his focus from control to self-discipline, he just focused on the control. And in losing the control, bad things started to happen. And the Knight of Pentacles reverse suggests that you should stop wasting energy on people who don't appreciate you. So I guess he felt unappreciated. Well, she almost died, and so did her child. And it took a long time for them to heal from that. Stop throwing good money after bad. So that's exactly what occurred. Because there was a whole bunch of tax fraud and everything else. Seven of Pentacles. I'm just going to flow with this reading. I'm going to hope that it flows properly. We'll see. The Seven of Coins reverse suggests that you may need a warning against doing something rash or taking a gamble. This card traditionally associates with the idea that someone who is a gambler. So obviously he was gambling. And that's absolutely 100%. I mean, I know this story very closely. Yeah. This is interesting. I might just need only the dice today. My goodness. Got some major arcana here, and it's on the side. It's the Wheel of Fortune. To turn the Wheel of Fortune upside down. Or sideways. Fate, fortune, success, lack, and bliss. During that time when he felt like he was not being appreciated, instead of looking within and figuring out why he felt that way, he literally created one hell of a mess. Because the person who was giving him all that love, she got sick having his child. It's really sad. And then that's when the son is everything we ever want, like when you haven't seen the sun in a couple days and you go out and you're just like, you could just feel it entering your bloodstream. It went sideways. So he took himself out of all these things, and he decided to be the Ace of Cups, to go find relationships, peace, and affection and love. Because his world was upside down. Because, yeah, you can't make this up. So here we go. We're progressing to what, why and where and how it happened. Okay. It's really interesting when you figure out how people think, and, the reasons. And if you're on the empath side of the yin and yang, and you're not balanced, and you're only in the empath side, all you do is feel like, what did I do? Anybody who knows me, who I'm talking about that dynamic, both of them are toxic. It's only whole if you have both sides. So it hurts so bad because together they were that yin and yang, because when he had the love, it was kind of okay. When he had that empathy side, and he was completely into the narcissist side, like Echo and Narcissus. It just, yeah. So it created anxiety, obsession, thoughts, nightmares, insomnia, guilt, despair, obsession. Sleep disorders, serious lack of objectivity, darkness, and depth. Depth that he didn't want to do. And why didn't he want to do it? Because fear. Some people, even society has told us, don't embrace fear. Don't act out. Don't, anything that's louder, or I don't know. Society's just like, behave. Behave. So yeah. It's like, my world is upside down, and I'm going to go find a different world somewhere else, because he was all in the one side of the yin and the yang, like the balance, the whatever you want to call it. And then that's when the Pentacles went completely in reverse. A very successful business. Very successful business. Created sloppy work, boring job, monotony, a search for accomplishment, trying to accomplish, trying to keep it all together when he felt like it was like left. It's kind of sad, but it's kind of not, because like if we don't go within and heal and try to get both balanced sides, because we're born balanced, at least I think so, and then we have like all this parent dynamic, and not to blame the parents because they're only doing the best they can, but what happens is that they kind of push into what you are, because it's all you know, and then you go on with life and you're like, I'm supposed to act like this, or I'm supposed to beg for love, or I'm supposed to get all the love, it's, and then if you don't, get knocked off your little pedestal, both, which is on a pedestal, then you, basically, you gotta fix those things from the past and understand, it's, you have to have the full balance. Because giving too much, when you're giving too much, I think you kind of want something in return. I didn't even understand that until And the people that don't give it all, they think that they're fine because they're, it's about me. I'm good. Like, I'm doing right by myself, which is just as unbalanced. It's just balance. So, with the Two of Cups in the sideways or reverse position, see life in denial, dispute. He rejected her, discord, and did some unrequited love, and he became repulsed. How dare you do this to me? I deserve so much better. If I could say about the kid dynamic of this, like probably maybe an only child that was just like literally got everything that they wanted and didn't understand that like they had to do any kind of work for love because it was handed to them. The Four of Wands. Situation goes wrong. Discord and dispute. Hangman. We all know what the hangman is. It's when everybody goes to try to get a different perspective. Why is this going wrong? And it's on the side. Why? The Hermit, I'm sorry. Why is this going wrong in their own world? What can I do to fix it? Okay, you can go through the dark night of the soul where there's fear and you embrace the tension. But if you're taught that tension is bad, which we all are, we all have been taught in some form that tension is bad. Oh, it must not be meant for me. And that's exactly what we need to grow. And if anybody has any question about if that's how it works, just look at nature. Nature goes through tension all the time. The bird still lays the egg after the snake came and ate the egg. The butterfly still goes into that, I don't think it has a choice, but goes into that chrysalis. It's not, but because they were faced with tension and they had no other even glimpse, even looking outside of the world thinking, hey, tension might mean that I need to change. They went to concealment, disguise, fear, and unreasonable prejudice. Prudence, sorry. Very tiny words. Unreasonable prejudice, though. That's something. It could be related to a female in their past, like, well, women are supposed to just love. That's what they're supposed to do. And I'm worthy. I'm doing everything right. So I'm out of here. I can't believe that she got sick. I just can't believe that she had the audacity. And you know what? These are super fit people too. Like healthy people. And yeah. The Page of Wands. It's not going to tell me what it means in reverse. Curious, optimistic, enthusiastic, powerful action, self-discovery, free thinking, creation. So it looks like he went on to create his own new world with somebody new and different. And there's kind of been a little bit of an obsession, weird dynamic ever since of, you know what? I'm going off and I created my new life and now you need to go. Because that's how powerful this dynamic thought they were. Like, I'm enough, I'm wonderful, I'm so good that if you don't see it, you must go. Even though they share children together. He went off and found his Six of Cups. There's justice needed. because you can't just disregard people. He went off and found his Six of Cups, and he thought it was his justice because his Empress was in reverse. Devil energy popped up, of course, because he was looking for his Ace of Pentacles. And he feels like he got his Wheel of Fortune back up and running properly. Justice in reverse. Let's see it. I mean, I kind of have an idea, but in the reverse position, when Justice card is reversed, the deeper meaning of the situation is being withheld for reasons of only higher power, reasons that only higher power truly understand. There are timings and logic, common, rational, and organic laws that are overridden by some paradoxical higher order. In other words, divine timing. You weren't ready to know, so yeah. With the Empress in reverse, these are major arcana. I mean, this is the because the Empress represents nature. There is if she's in reverse, she has a tremendous natural power to correct her heedless children, volcanoes, tsunamis, hurricanes, and to symbolize violent emotions triggered by ignorant or foolish humans. If you feel like being corrective, you're probably justified. And she got, well, that's exactly what she wanted to do. Okay, I need to fix this because this is a mess. But I mean, it was months. It was months to get well. If you feel like being corrective, you're probably justified, but set limits on how punitive you allow yourself to be. You don't want to go too far and destroy all that you have taken so much delight in. And then the devil. Unless you're dealing with a Capricorn, 100% means addictions and sick, things that need to be worked on. The devil. Addictions, greed, envy, materialism, obsession, and sexual lust. All right, so I wasn't getting what I needed because she was sick, so I went out and found it somewhere else. I found my Ace of Pentacles. Well, I got news for you, friend. When he went out to find his Ace of Pentacles, what he found was a Queen of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles, just to remind, is a new job, raise, promotion, investment, new income, new. I want it all new. And I'm going to deal with it exactly how I need to. You know, when you're looking from the outside in on the very little times that I saw their dynamic on purpose, because I could smell a rat. Outwardly treating her awful, in front of everyone. It was like, really? Really? I mean, if you can treat the mother of your children like a piece of shit, I don't even know. There has to be some kind of love there. I mean, I'm not going to say that there aren't crazy mothers out there, because I know there are, but I'm just saying that, if you can't treat the mother of your child good, I don't know what to tell you. Get her some help if she's that hard to deal with, but I'm pretty sure in this case, they ain't dealing with nothing. They're just like, I am a god and I don't have to deal with anything. But the Queen of Pentacles that he went to go get, yeah. Reverse suggests that you should make an objective assessment of the way you manage your life and identity. I think this is the new lady thinking, hey, I need to figure out and make an assessment of the way I manage my life and identity and what areas can be improved. I sure hope she is, because, if she gets sick, boop. Next, please. People are not disposable. Even if you try to dispose of them, they will rise again in another form, or you won't be able to dispose of them. Take it from somebody people have tried to dispose of me. Like, I'm sorry I make you uncomfortable, but you're not going to get rid of me. I'm here to make you uncomfortable, apparently, maybe. Page of Cups in reverse. So let's go back to the, let's get to the happy. Let's get to the happy. I am so sick of thinking about this person. I just disposed of them. All right. Page of Cups in reverse. So moving on. It's a hard pill to swallow. It is a hard pill to swallow. And why does it happen? That's what empath is going to keep saying, because they're not in balance. Look at it and say, hey, I know why it happened. And, the Page of Cups card is reversed. It suggests that those around this page or princess have been tolerant of his or her own self-indulgence. You think? Feelings, in reality, they don't owe you this service. They don't owe you anything. And that's the thing. That's the empath, right? Just because you're giving them everything doesn't mean that they owe you anything back. And that's the balance. If you feel like you're giving out too much, you got to pull it back. If you impinge on their good nature too much, you may be unpleasantly surprised by the results. Be sure to start making their desires and well-being a high priority. That was the warning, and it wasn't taken. All right. So, moving on, because we have totally moved on. So, what advice do you have for this lovely love story? Oh my, is to go. Look. Go. Get rid of the fear, the anxiety, and the stress, and the feeling overwhelmed, and the mental overload. How do you get rid of it? Solitude, meditation, regrouping, healing. Solitude, meditation, regrouping, healing. Because you're having an awakening, renewal. Good job. A little bit of homesickness. Hey, man, that makes sense. You're missing, this is well with the Judgment card. In the upright, it was Justice in the reverse. Here's the anxiety, the fear, and depression again. But you're having an awakening. The daily choices I make now align with my life's purpose. As you sow, so shall you reap. That doesn't mean go throwing up your love on everyone. You have to have that balance. Now, I'm still trying to figure out that balance, so I'm working on it. Because I am all love. And, that's a water sign for you. But I'm also a bit of a fire. And I can, since I'm a cusp, I can, kind of dabble in all of it. We all can dabble in all of it, because there's 8 houses in each one sign. I was telling a really good friend of mine that we actually share a birthday. And I said, when you're doing A, B, and C, you have to kind of harness that sign's behavior, and when you're doing the other thing, harness that science behavior. And he's really amazing at like AI and computers and stuff. And he said, so you gotta like access the different programs. And I'm like, yes, exactly. To become the whole balance. You've been told who you are, and you're not. It's amazing what we are. And the more I find out, the more I just have chills everywhere. The more I find out about how amazing we are as people, the more it's exciting. It's so exciting. The problem or issue of why a lot of people tend to not evolve is because they don't want to embrace that fear, and they don't want to embrace that it's uncomfortable AF. I got forced into a winter. And what do I mean by winter? I mean forced to be changed. It was either are gonna die or you're gonna change. And this is it. This is where you are. And this is where we're gonna leave it with the Tower moment. Chaos, destruction, sudden upheaval, trauma, unexpected changes. Because you're in a stalemate, a truce. Because of all the conflict. Why? Why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? Well, it's happening to you because you need to be forced into this awakening, this renewal. You need to get your own composure. Who's done this in life? I mean, I could probably tell you anybody who's famous has probably done this in life. There you are. Escape, freedom, release, finding solutions, options, relief, taking control. There you are with the Eight of Swords in reverse. The Eight of Swords is a lady standing there with a blindfold on her eyes. She took all of her swords, all of her energy, and said, I am building a barrier around myself. And I'm just going to stand here. She tied herself up. Can you see that? She tied herself up in the Eight of Swords. It was self-imposed isolation. And this is what happens before your awakening and your renewal. So this is great. You're on the, if you're not at the rock bottom, you're darn close climbing your way out of it. Because it's in the reverse here. Escape, freedom, release, finding solutions, options, relief, taking control. I just thought of that story of the donkey, right? This guy just didn't want this donkey. Sort of a narcissistic approach to an empath that stopped giving love. So he dug this deep hole and he threw the donkey in. And then he's like, I'm going to bury the donkey. And so the donkey was like in this, I think it was a donkey. I just like saying donkey, I think. Anyway, he was in this hole, and the person who wanted to get rid of him started throwing dirt in the hole. Yeah, once I get rid of her, I can go after that and that and that, throwing it in the dirt. But donkey was like, nope. Every time that dirt came in, nope. Just stuck on top of the dirt to the point where the dirt came up and he could just jump right out. That man must have been like, wow, what a freaking donkey. What a freaking donkey. What a freaking donkey. You go, donkey. All right, so there's your love story. I hope it resonated. I hope you love it. I'll do a future once you're awakened and out of that, because you're doing so good at growing. I'm so proud of you. Bye. Love you.